What's going on YouTube? This is what would Josh do, and this is a super exciting video. So I just made a video on these Baseus chargers that have the built-in cable, and then they've got this one that has dual built-in cables. I'll have a link to that video in the description below, but this video is going to be focused on this power bank right here, and this thing looks fantastic. It looks very packed with speed and features, and charge 4 devices at once. You got the built-in cable, you've got 2 USB-C, you've got a legacy USB-A for charging up a pair of AirPods or something that you want to charge real slow. This is airline travel friendly, it says. And then here it has all of the specs for like multi-port output. So like for example, one's 100 watts, one's 45 watts. On the back we have some information here, some pictures, the UPC, and some additional information in here. So it says it can do 100 watts max with the built-in cable, and then you can use another cable to charge a phone at 45 watts. That's impressive. That's full charging. Yeah, it says right there. That's full charging for your phone and your laptop. That's crazy. And then the retractable cable. I could never find my dang knife when I need it. And the box for this feels kind of small for what all you get. I'm definitely excited to open this up and see what's in it. Just keep wiggling it. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then the power bank. That is a beast. That is a beast. That is a unit. All right. Then we have it's like a purple. It's like a very light purple. And then in here, do we get anything else? We get the instruction, quick start guide. We get some like hazard warranty stuff. And then is there anything in here that... Okay, so no. I was thinking maybe there's a cable in there, but then it has the built-in cable. I love my power banks that have built-in cables. I prefer them over other ones because I don't have to worry about grabbing a cable and, needing one. So on the back of it, we have some information here, such as the serial number, the model, and all the specifications. Nothing. We have a button here. So, the display's here on that side. Interesting. I'm going to take this off. Alrighty. So, tiny little display right there. Got the built-in cable. Probably about 2 feet, maybe? Retracts super fast. My gosh. So, this one cable does 100 watts. It says it's an input and an output. So, on the top, we have 145 watts. We have the USB-C input output. So it's got a picture of a watch, laptop, and a phone. So does the bottom one, USB-C input output. And then we got this one. You'll want to use this one if you want to charge up something slow, like say a watch or a game controller or earbuds or something, Don't connect this to your phone unless you've got the other ports being used. And if you have an older iPhone, you can always get a USB-C to lightning cable, and this will fast charge that iPhone way faster than this one will. And then when you upgrade to a newer iPhone, you've got this built-in C port here. So since we have these new wall chargers, let's go ahead and connect this one and this one. So we're going to plug this into the one that's got the 2 here. And we're getting 73 watts from the wall. And this tiny little itsy bitsy screen says 30 watts. It says 65 watts going in. It's going to take 47 minutes to do that. Now, can we combine inputs and then connect the other one? And will it do both at the same time? Okay. It's figuring everything out. Maybe not. Oh, alrighty. So it looks like we can, in fact, use 2 inputs. And that's 100 watts right there. So since neither of these can do 100 watts on their own, since we combine them, now we can get that 100 watt input. And here it says that we have 97 watts going into this power bank, and it's going to take 30 minutes to fully charge it. Okay, so what we're going to do is not use these. We're going to use Baseus 100 watt charger here. I made a video on these little cables through AOHI. If I can remember, I'll link to the description below. If not, just search that brand and my username, what would Josh do, and you'll see the video. So we're going to connect it to the input port here, and it says 100 watts. And if we look at the wall outlet, 100 watts. So let's see what we can do when we add an output while it's inputting. That's actually really good. Like, we're still doing 100 watts from the wall. So it's inputting 100 watts into the power bank, and we're charging our Steam Deck at its full rated speed. So that's awesome. They can do both at the same time. And then here it says the battery is 36%. It's outputting 48 watts, and it's going to take 1 hour. So 100 watts right here, 45 going into the Steam Deck, and we have 37%, and we have a little icon showing that we are currently charging. And this does have a low current mode. You'll see a little icon down there at the bottom underneath the battery percentage. Number 1, this top icon shows that it's fast charging. Number 2, this bottom one, if that's on, you're in low current mode. You can charge something nice and slow. Basically, if you plug in like a set of earbuds or game controller or something that uses very low power, the unit might think it's fully charged, something like a phone, where it's only drawing like 1 watt, and it's going to turn it off. With low current mode, it's going to keep supplying that power instead of turning the port off. And you'll want to use that when you connect something that doesn't charge fast. The power button doesn't have a whole lot of features. It basically turns the unit on, turns the unit off, and its third ability is to enable that low current mode by double pressing it. Another option we have is, like it says, charge something at 45 watts. Let's plug in this RGLIX, which can charge at 100 watts. All right, there we go. 97 watts there. And so it can charge my RGLIX at 100 watts while it supplies 43 watts to the Steam Deck. So 2 people could be playing their devices at the same time and charging them both at full speed, and of course draining this thing super fast. But still, 100 watts. And that data is also reflected on this screen here. We're showing that we're 127 watts right now, 116 watts. 140 watts. Yeah, 10 minutes remaining because we need to fully charge it. All right, so before we end the video, we'll take a look at the protocols this thing has. Okay, so we have a lot of protocols here. The most important one to me is the PD3. We have PPS 5 volts to 21 volts at 5 amps. That's going to super fast charge your Samsung device. Well, alrighty then, that definitely concludes this video. So this thing is fantastic at multi-device charging. This thing is fantastic at inputting and outputting at the same time for pass-through charging. At 20,000 mAh, that is a lot of capacity for something that is, safe to travel airlines with. This will definitely be something I prioritize when I'm charging my laptop at 100 watts, or my RGLIX at 100 watts, or my Steam Deck at 45 watts, or heck, my freaking Nintendo Switch 2 that I made a video on. That thing's freaking fantastic. It only charges at 20 watts, but this still has that USB cable built into it, and it's a pretty good sized power bank, and I can plug other devices in that can charge at 100 watts while my Nintendo Switch is charging at its full speed. This is fantastic, and I'm gonna have a link to this in the description below. This was sent to me for free to make a video, but I am not being paid to make this video. I have worked with Baseus for a long time, and they're a pretty awesome company. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new, please subscribe. Please follow me on my social media, and especially my YouTube community page. This is what we Josh do, and I'm out.